I'm trying to make it look like I snap my fingers and then I just fall out of the sky. What's good, everyone? I just realized that intro had nothing to do with what I'm going to be talking about today. But anyways, I was getting my stuff ready to go to the beach, and I looked at all my old boards, and it made me think back of all the memories I've had of my skating. I've watched other YouTubers' videos of how they got into skating, and it seems like there's always the same pattern. It's each of these obsessions that leads up to skateboarding, like toys. For me, it was Legos. Then video games. And then finally, skateboarding. The first time I was ever really exposed to skateboarding was when we would take our dog Cash on walks in our old neighborhood. On one of our walks, my dad saw a longboard, so he started to ride it as he held on Cash's leash, and he let Cash pull him and just rode along. Even though I did think it was pretty cool, I didn't really show any interest. So a few years passed and I kept going through my phases, went through the Lego phase, started playing video games, started playing Minecraft a lot. But then for Christmas in 4th grade, my dad got 2 penny boards, one for me and one for my sister. But they weren't real penny boards, they were just some rip-off penny board brand called Alliance from Costco. I still really didn't have much interest in skateboarding, but just like that, I would ride the board around my hardwood floor inside, and eventually around the block, and even on the street. Then, one fateful day, I rode my penny board with my mom and sister in tow to the shopping center. Just as we pulled up in the parking lot, my board slipped out from underneath me and went through a bunch of cars that were all side by side next to each other. And of course, one of them had to be backing up. So now that my only skateboard was split in half, and I was actually starting to enjoy skateboarding, I started using my sister's penny board instead. This is what her board looks like. Fake penny logo. And yeah, mine was, I remember it had a purple, no, it had, yeah, it had purple wheels, no, it had a purple deck, and, no, it was a green deck with purple wheels, yeah. A few more years passed. I was now in 6th grade, and I was heavily into video games, solely Minecraft at the time. Make it stop. The Christmas season was upon us yet again, and as a present, my dad took me to Chuck Barfoot. Quick little history lesson on Mr. Barfoot. He invented the twin-tip snowboard, which actually completely changed the entire flow of the sport because it allowed for snowboarders to do a variety of new tricks. He also makes cruisers and longboards, and a cruiser was exactly what I got. Right here, you can see the Barfoot logo with the claw on the deck. Got the bigger claw, Chuck's signature, and it says custom made for Caden. With this board, I became a lot more comfortable with riding around as well as being able to turn and really just cruise, because that's the purpose of the cruiser. It was a major upgrade from the rip-off penny board. About another year had passed, and my interest in skateboarding had spiked and dropped off again. But as I would be watching YouTube, videos by Brill Skateboarding and Chris Chen kept popping up in my recommended. The videos by Brill were very instructive, and Chris's videos were downright inspiring. As soon as I finished watching the How to Ollie video by Brill Skateboarding, I ran to the garage to find the cheap Walmart board I had gotten at my dad's work party a few years back. I just went and checked the garage for that Walmart board, but I'm pretty sure my dad threw it out because even he knows the golden rule. Walmart boards suck! I wanted to learn to ollie as quick as possible so I could get on to the cooler looking tricks, but that was when I first learned that skateboarding requires the 3 Ps: practice, patience, and persistence. Rail skateboarding taught me two very important lessons right off the bat. The second one being that before you can go on to those more advanced tricks, you gotta learn your basics first. Once my dad saw my attempts of ollies on that crappy Walmart board, he took me straight down to the local skate shop and the rest was history. Each of my boards holds a special story. My first board was, well, my first board. Aww. My second board got hit by a truck. Go watch that video if you haven't yet. My third board was the first board that I ever snapped off the table at my local skate park. I landed an ollie off the Skate Lab grass gap right before the legendary indoor skate park closed down on my fourth board. My fifth board got ran over by a semi-truck in LA as I skated down Melrose Avenue with Chris Chan and a bunch of fans.
It is the moisture that binds us.
I dislocated my elbow attempting my first down rail on my sixth board and ended up getting a haul of meat too. And with my seventh and current board, I did my 100 kickflip video. You should go check that out if you haven't watched it yet, because that was a big accomplishment for me. But there is something that I do need to confess to you guys about that video. Currently, I'm not supposed to be skating because I'm still healing from Crohn's disease, which is what I was diagnosed with 6 months ago. If you guys are interested in the story behind that, you can go check out that video that talks about the whole story and the healing process that I'm still going through currently. Luckily, those 100 kickflips didn't seriously mess up my healing process, but I still can't skate, which is extremely frustrating for me, especially during these troubling times, because I can't do the one activity that I love the most. After the truck accident, I wasn't able to skate for a whole entire year, but luckily my parents got me this Sick Tricks board, which I was able to do on the carpet, but right now I can't even do that. To cope with my inability to skate at this time, I'm going to be putting out a lot more skate-related content on my channel, just it won't be involving me actually skateboarding. I have quite a few ideas in mind. Some that involve me not skating and some that do, so I will save the ones that involve me skating for videos in the future. I really enjoyed going through my memories of my skateboarding thus far. And to finish off the video, here's a little montage of all the tricks that I have learned over the past 4 years. Ultimately, in my opinion, I feel I have progressed quite slowly compared to most skaters, but that's why once I'm back, I'm going to get right back in the groove of skating. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe. It's free. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.